Hi there, I'm Lyndon Thorpe, and this is Mindful Moments, Touch Your Heart Every Day. And I'm here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to help you lay down a foundation of mindfulness. I prefer to call it mindlessness because I want to get you away from the mind that absorbs you out in the visual world. Okay, so just a couple of things to say before we start. A little bit late starting today. And the first one is, this is not a fix. You have to come back more than once if you're going to get the hang of this. Any change, any lasting change, takes more than just one fix, okay? And the other thing is, you need to, if possible, to sit with your spine vertical, crown of your head going up, soles of your feet going down, so that you can really benefit from this. Of course, if you're not able to do that, that's fine. But be comfortable, that's the main thing, because be aware. Okay, let's get started. When you detect the vibrations of my bell, please allow your eyelids to fall and don't close them entirely, just keep a rim of light open and then look at the tip of your nose. Here we go. Wonderful. So take a moment. The transition from the visual world, the teeming, almost overwhelming visual stimuli surrounding us every day, takes a little time. So take a little time to move into the invisible world, which is really so different. And as you come down into your central core, there are a couple of things you may notice. The first is that you are very aware of your breath. This is wonderful. We are not generally aware of it. It's very important to breathe consciously at some time in every single day. If not, the lungs will shrink and you'll lose a lot of vitality and energy if you're not breathing consciously. Breath is a miracle. We need to acknowledge that every single day. Second thing is, you might be tempted to generate words and images as I speak. You don't need to do that. Just follow my voice. Practice, completely non-doing. So all you have to do is follow. Okay, so let's get started. Your mind now is undistracted by anything visual. So please pour all your mind energy into a laser beam, a strong, bright laser beam. And in a moment, we're going to slide that laser beam outside your immediate environment, outside your walls and windows, outside your roof. If you're in a vehicle, outside the vehicle. And if you're already outdoors, then as far afield as you can. And we're going to use this laser beam to scan the environment above, below, to the left, to the right, in front, and behind. We're scanning for any vibrations, whether small or large. And when we encounter a vibration, we're going to pause, accept it, and move on. You don't need to guess or label. Here in the inner core, in the invisible world, you don't need labels. You don't need symbols. Okay, so start to scan thoroughly and scan for any vibration slowly, thoroughly, but with your whole body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. like a lion stalking through a jungle. Any vibration could represent the next meal or some kind of threat. So be aware of your whole body as you scan the external environment. Wonderful. So keep scanning, keep going, and as you do so, just be really aware of your breath. It's a miracle. We breathe between 20 and 24,000 times every 24 hours for 50, 60, 70, 80, even longer years. It's remarkable. So take a moment to acknowledge what a miracle your breath is as you scan the external environment. Okay, let's go on. We've got limited time, but of course, in your own time, you can practice scanning for as long as you like. And if you use my Lodestone product, then you can do this practice with me guiding you whenever you like. I put the details of Lodestone under this window when I've finished. Okay, so now let's move on to stage 2. Okay, bring that laser beam of your mind inside your immediate environment, inside your walls and ceilings, inside your roof, and if you're in a vehicle, inside the vehicle, and if you're still outdoors, then make a 30-meter radius around you and only scan up to the limit. And yes, let's start scanning again. We're illuminating any dark corner. We are detecting any vibration, no matter how small, how large, above, below, to the left, to the right, in front, and behind. And all the time, sustaining your detection of vibration with your entire body from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes is your breath. Raw oxygen brought up from planet Earth, and then your miraculous body processes it. Your lungs are filtering away the whole time, flickering to give you pure oxygen to allow you to survive and thrive, and expelling all the potentially harmful components of that oxygen. It really is a miracle that your body is so evolved, 100% evolved, and this practice will bring your spirit and your body, your mind, your unlimited mind, into sync with that highly evolved body, which is really a miracle. And the lungs are really one of the most extraordinary miracles of your body. Now we come to the third stage. Bring the laser beam of your mind, hot and bright, inside your body, right down to the tips of your toes. And there we're going to start scanning again, detecting vibrations, illuminating any darkness, remembering that bones and muscles and ligaments give off vibration. We can't detect them probably at this stage, but in time we can with practice. So start to really scan up the tops of the feet, along the soles of the feet to the heel, and then glide up into your ankle joints, bringing the heat and light of your mind into those joints, softening the cartilages, making space. And then we'll start to scan the lower leg, little by little, moving up steadily, and eventually we'll encounter the calf muscles, and these are often tight, bombardment of gravity, bad posture, and so on. So take your heat and light, your laser heat and light, inside those muscles and soften them, warm them. Then we'll move up into the knee joints. Again, take the space and light of your mind inside those joints, soften them up. And then we'll start the thigh. This is the longest bone, longest muscle in most adults. So start to scan along your thigh if you're sitting, or if you're standing, vertically up your thigh, slowly, thoroughly, detecting every vibration, illuminating every dark tightness. Climb up or along your thigh, and eventually you encounter the torso. And at the base of the torso is the base chakra. This is a huge center of energy. If we had a heat camera, it would show very, very hot. And here, this is where we generate energy and where we also lose it. So if you get very tired, you're likely to feel discomfort in your low back. So let's move up through the base chakra, and the coccyx are very close. 3, 4, 5 tiny little bones, remnants of a tail when we were a different kind of mammal. And then we come to the chunky bones of the lumbar spine, bone, disc, climb up beyond the pelvis, bone, disc, up behind the intestines, bone, disc, the bones and discs are getting smaller as you rise. Then up past the solar plexus, the center of gravity of the body, and also the diaphragm, the breathing muscle of the body. Climb up behind them, up the back of your body, keep going, and eventually you'll come to the rib cage. And inside the rib cage are all your vital organs, but the most majestic and superb of them all is your heart, pumping away, emanating electromagnetic vibrations 60 times stronger than your brain. So climb up behind your heart, bone, disc, and then you come up to the top part of the chest, and here are the lungs, filtering away, flickering away, and working away to sustain your life. Climb up behind the lungs, bone, disc, and then reach your hand to touch the notch on the back of your neck. And from here on up, the bones are much smaller and the discs, and we climb up the back of the neck, bone, disc, and eventually the spine disappears inside the skull. And then right at the crown of the head, at the top of the spine, is the atlas joint, and this is where the skull pivots, balances there. It's not attached to your spine, but this is what gives human beings the title of master communicator. We have more than 10,000 different orientations of the head and facial expressions, which makes us far and above the best communicators in existence. So there we have it. You're right at the base of the top of your spine, the atlas joint, And your spine is lengthened by at least 1 centimeter just with the activity of your laser mind. No doing, no stretching. And so feel the crown of your head going up into the heavens. Meanwhile, the base of your spine goes down into your seat, or if you're standing, right down through the soles of your feet. And in a moment, when you detect my bell, allow your eyelids to float open. Wonderful. So there you have it. The spine is lengthened, gloriously long. The head is beautifully balanced on top, poised. The lungs have been working beautifully. Your breath has deepened, and you've used your whole body to detect vibrations. This is the way to navigate the visual world. In this way, you won't get pulled out through your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you feel as good as I do. Leave me a comment if you do, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me.